I was watching interviews from what happened in Pennsylvania a couple days ago, and I saw an interview with an ER doctor who was trying to render aid to the man who was unalived during the rally. And I could not get over this fact that there was an ER doctor wearing a MAGA hat and a Trump shirt. This is a guy working in any ER across the country that we would need to trust our daughters and granddaughters to if they were harmed. Someone who would need to give aid to someone who is gay, an immigrant, someone who is trans. And I was mortified thinking about that. Horrified. This guy's not just, your run-of-the-mill Republican. He's a rabid Trump supporter. MAGA hat. It's really scary.
He's a doctor. Who cares who he votes for? It does not matter who he votes for. Is he qualified for the job of trying to help people in an emergency? Checks notes. Yes. Stop with these weird soliloquy anecdotes about how, oh my God, we must be in fear that people with regular jobs support people that I don't support. Oh my God, an officer supports Trump. A nurse supports Trump. A practitioner supports Trump. A dentist supports Trump. A daycare worker supports Trump. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Live your life normally. It don't affect you that much that somebody whose job is to help in an emergency is at a Trump rally. They're there to do a job. They're there to support whoever they want to support as the future president or loser president, whichever way you want to slice it. Just like they got cops who are Biden supporters, practitioners who are Biden supporters, artists who are Biden supporters. The same could be said about Trump. No matter how much y'all want to live in this world of nobody could possibly like Trump. Look at him. Look at the things he said. Look at the things he's done. Look at what he's currently convicted of. Look what he's going to court over. Blah, 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 blah. These people exist. There are teachers who support Trump, but because dickheads like you exist, they gotta constantly live with some fear that some narcissistic, weird, decrepit, ugly looking white woman will sit there and make a TikTok about them because how dare they live their life? Oh my God, I saw on the news an interview with the information about the shooting, and while I was trying to make sure that all this information was valid, I just could not escape the realization that a doctor could have a Trump hat on. Oh my God, how could you possibly have that on your hat? How could you possibly be in support of someone like that? Because of whatever reasons that they think are valid. Give it up. Everybody fixated on people supporting politics that you don't like. Surprise, surprise. They like people you don't like. Get over it. And as long as you live on this earth, as you travel far and you travel wide, you will find more and more people like this. And you sitting there saying, well, we must have a little bit of a concern because what if our children are gay? What if our children are trans? What if our children have to go through all these different issues? Oh, fucking well, you better hope that doctor is qualified for the job because when I'm looking for a doctor to check on my skin and check on my beautifulness, I'm making sure if they're qualified for the job. How many years of experience they got? What type of background check have they gone through? You know what I'm not interested in? Who the fuck they voting for president? Because it don't matter to me. I know it might matter to some of y'all. And let's tickle the balls on it for a second because you live in this mindset in your head that, oh my God, I must make sure that everything in my life goes the way I want it because I don't know how to work my brain fully and I'm a fucking narcissist because it's important for me to make sure that everything in my life is the way that I want it exactly and anything that comes along that's a dystopian type of thing to fuck up my life. No. I must make a TikTok because the TikTok is the most important thing to me. Making sure that people see me and see the fact that I'm so sad about this and so somber is going to be the thing to get life back on track for me. No, you petulant fucking child. It's just gonna make people like me look at you and say, wow, your child might be dying, but because he's gay, you're going to be in fear that the doctor who supports Trump is going to turn them away at the door, which I might be crazy, might fucking be illegal and wrong of them to do, especially if they come to the hospital or they're in a state of emergency. Could you imagine your child, who just so happens to be gay, let's play pretend for a minute, your child is gay and y'all out to eat and oh my God, your child has a heart attack and is dying right there in front of your face. You don't know what to do, your wife don't know what to do, the other people at the restaurant don't know what to do. Well, oh my God, an ER is on the scene and he knows what to do. He or she knows what to do. And they come in and the first thing they ask you is, Is your son gay or a Biden supporter? Do you not see how fucking stupid that logic is? I sometimes wish I could understand people like this. I just want to know how your brain functions. I want to know how your brain works, because in the middle of what I would define as a crisis, an active shooter shooting 2 individuals, injuring them, killing 1 individual, and the 4th one being the soon-to-be, probably, if you think about it, president of the United States, unless Biden could pull a rabbit out of his hat. He was in a state of emergency having to help people, and you're fixated on how he's a Trump supporter. Congratulations, your priorities are correctly in order, and I wish you nothing but the best in common society, because you seem like a rational and normal human being. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't mean that shit at all. And I keep trying to circle this into my head, how somebody could, in a state of crisis, think, yes, I know we're all in a state of emergency right now. We're in a state of panic. We want more information. We want to make sure that we're safe in this area. But do you know that this guy who was doing his job as an ER was a Trump supporter? Because clearly that's the most important thing that I just can't wrap my head around. Not a shooter, not dead people, not injured people, not an assassination attempt, but the fact that somebody there works a job and supports Trump. Wow, I couldn't fucking fathom this. And you know what? Maybe it's me not opening my 4th eye and blowing a bunch of essence all over my fucking room, but I just can't fucking care that a guy has a regular job and supports a president or a presidential candidate. It's just not something that matters to me, because at the beginning, end, and start of the day, everybody's gonna go home and pay taxes. It don't matter who you support. The same issues are still gonna be here no matter what. And you trying to fixate on everybody's job and what they do and who they support really lets me know the standards you have in this fucking world. But I told y'all, as we get closer and closer to November, the political takes are gonna get stupider. And if you enjoy that and you like the coherent rambles of a madman who's trying to decipher all the stupid and make you laugh at the same time, I hope I buttered your pecan mostly enough to where you can subscribe to the channel. And if I didn't, I still hope you subscribe to the channel, because I got more on the way. I will see you all in the next one. Let me know, do you care in a state of crisis who's a Biden supporter and who's a Trump supporter? I know some of you do, and I'm just here to let you know you're fucking delusional. I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Goodbye.